And welcome back to Derby Date Night Tournament Edition. You're here with me, are ya kidding me? My forever partner and Derby date, seriously. And we have got a special guest with us for this game. We've got Click This, who is our corn-fed official photographer.
Hey, what's going on?
We're so excited to have you here and learn all about Derby photography and also just make you listen to our bad jokes.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of those. I will definitely, are you kidding me? I'm on Derby Date Night.
Yes, you are.
There we go. There's my first one. You're welcome.
Yeah, there's your first one. I love it. And I also want to give a special welcome to all of our third wheels in the chat joining us on this Derby Date Night. Don't forget to shout us out in the chat and let us know where you're coming from and who you're rooting for, even if you're just rooting for good Derby. You are joining us for the fourth game in this tournament. All three games so far have been teams who haven't played in the tournament yet, and this is the last game with skaters that are not yet in a bracket. You get to either become in the cream of the crop bracket if you win, or the aw shucks bracket if you, I don't like to say lose, so if you come in second place. So this is the last one of the pre-bracket games, and we are going to be watching the Prairieland Punishers, who are coming to us out of you guys are going to have to tell me how to say this. Maroa, Illinois?
That's what I'd go with.
Maroa. Okay, Maroa, Illinois. And Chicago Style roller derby from Roselle, Illinois. And we have, Chicago Style joined us last year for Smalltown Smackdown, and they delighted me with their social media, which was just wonderful. And we're looking forward to see, I want to have good social media this time. But regardless, that whistle means that we are about to start this first jam of this game between Prairieland and Chicago. Oh, love it. Look at all the people shouting out in the chat who they're rooting for. David's still rooting for Bisman. They won. They did so well. All right, Alita coming out with a quick lead jammer for Chicago Style. Beatrix following about half a track behind from Prairieland Punishers. Alita approaching the pack on their first scoring pass. Swings around the outside and quickly taps her hips to call the jam before Beatrix can score any points. So Click is here to photograph Smalltown Smackdown, and I was like, hey, you want to get on the mic? And he was like, sure. So I think he might be taking photographs while we are announcing.
Yeah, I'm pulling double duty today.
Love it.
So if you hear some
clicks,
some clicks, yeah, exactly. It's just because I'm still taking pictures. It's fine.
Love it. All right, Crash Test Bunny for the Prairieland Punishers and Cats for Chicago Style. I really like the simplicity of the name Cats. Just Cats. All right, Crash. It looks like Cats was pushed to the outside. Crash Test Bunny is trying to get through. There's a little bit of a tumble up there, but Crash Test is pulling that pack apart. Spicy Tequila jamming for Chicago Style. You know, I think it was Spicy Tequila from the beginning because the pivot still has the helmet on, so I'm guessing they just had the wrong name at the beginning. So Spicy Tequila was lead jammer, but no points scored in that jam.
You know, I do remember Chicago Style being here last year. It was super impressed with their gameplay. I mean, it was so much fun to watch that team all tournament long. Yeah,
these first two jammers, though, Alita and Spicy Tequila, I don't remember either one of them. So this might be a very different team than we saw.
Very, very well could be.
Steely Wham jamming for Prairieland and Rolly Ghost for Chicago Style. Rolly Ghost getting through. Only has to get around two blockers because two blockers from Prairieland are in the penalty box. So Rolly Ghost is going to be lead jammer for Chicago. Steely Wham is headed to the penalty box. So this will be a power jam for Chicago Style and Rolly Ghost. I love that name.
Oh, yeah. Great.
That's fabulous. Rolly Ghost is also tiny like I am. I always root for short jammers. All right, Steely Wham still in the penalty box. Rolly Ghost coming around on another scoring pass, getting slowed down a little bit, getting pulled back there by Nurse Ratchet on Prairieland Punishers. Steely Wham now standing in the penalty box, so will be released in less than 10 seconds. Rolly Ghost up and using those toe stops, trying to get through, but is being sent to the penalty box. So this will be a full 2-minute jam as that lead jammer status, you no longer get to be lead jammer if you go to the penalty box. So Steely Wham is now going to come on out and try and score some points with the 30 seconds that they get to be out here while Rolly Ghost waits in the penalty box. 45 seconds left in this jam. This game already feels way different than the last game.
I'm
right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super impressed with Prairieland's walls right now. They are putting a stop on every single time, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really, I mean, as much Chicago Style has consistently had lead jammer, and typically you would see a lot more points at this point, but Prairieland Punishers is making them work for every single point that Chicago Style is getting. Steely Wham back in the pack and through for 4 points. Prairieland Punishers putting some points on the board here. It looks like they might have taken the lead, but I think Chicago did grab some points. So, yep, 10-8 right now. Keeping it close and low scoring. Considering how many laps they've taken,
right,
there's hardly any points that have been scored. It just feels like there should be more points.
The defense is strong in this battle.
Yep, you can definitely feel it. All right, timeout has been called. I think official review maybe? So check out my favorite thing, this Jam Timer's shoes. Do you see how high those heels are?
They're gigantic.
That's amazing, and I love them so much.
Not going to lie, I saw that in the first bout.
Right? Yeah, the chat was talking about it in the first bout, about how amazing those heels are. I think the Jam Timer is from South Bend. I'm not sure. The chat will probably tell me. I don't know. Sometimes the chat corrects us, sometimes they don't. There's so many people in the chat, too, rooting on lots of different people. Rooting on Lady Macbeth, Alita, Spicy, getting lead on the first jam, and go, whoa, 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 whoa. I get it, because it's spooky.
I think it's more go.
Oh, that's much, actually, that's way better than what I said. Oh, my God. For those of you who do not know Derby Date Night, we do announce sports, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. If you haven't guessed, we tell jokes during official timeouts. We get a little silly. We eat a lot of cheese. What else do we do, Sirius? Sirius and I have been married a long time. We decided to do this when I retired from roller derby, and it's just kind of turned into this thing. And we have a lot of fun doing it, and we have a lot of fun interacting with you and bringing you some really great roller derby. And this tournament is one of our favorite things that we do every year. Alita and Spicy weren't in the tournament last year. This is their first time. See, I thought so. I thought I saw some new names.
Yeah.
All right, Beatrix jamming for Prairieland Punishers and cruising for a bruising, Chicago style. I love that name. See, that defense. Both jammers struggling to find some space here.
The defense from both teams is just immaculate.
Beatrix saw some space on the inside, but was not able to keep balance to be able to get out there. Chicago-style blockers reforming around Beatrix. Cruising for a bruise and found some space and is out as lead jammer for Chicago-style. Looks like, wait. Is she holding the
It does not appear so.
That was a pivot behind her, but she was maybe just coming from the penalty box?
Yeah, I think she was.
There we go. Beatrix out of the pack as long as the pack doesn't reform around her. Oh, no. That slowed her down. That was a good – that was actually pretty good awareness there by Brawley Shore to see that she was out of the pack, but then the pack caught up. So able to come up and swallow the jammer that way. Okay, wait. Okay, there were some points scored by somebody there. Chicago Style got 3 points in that jam. We are under 25 minutes left in this half. So this ref crew is called the Oops Petite crew because Crash Bandy Oops and Bon Appetit are the head NSO and head ref. So this is they have named their different ref crews for the weekend.
Is that a new thing?
To name the ref crews?
Yeah.
I aren't usually named, I don't think.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bona had something to do with it, just knowing her.
That's fair.
Wendy Gogo getting lead jammer for Chicago Style. Crash Test Bunny is jamming for Prairieland. Wendigo coming around on a scoring pass, getting hit to the outside, tried to stay in bounds, but is going to be forced to recycle by hashtag smash tag. What a great name. Crash Test Bunny unable to score any points.
This is one of my favorite things about these tournaments, and
The
seeing
names.
so many new teams is getting to see all the new names that I've never
Right?
encountered before. Yeah, some of these are fantastic.
I love the name. And sometimes you see the names on paper, but you don't realize how great they
You
are
gotta
until
say
you
it.
say it. Yeah.
You got to say it.
Got to say it out loud. And you're like, this is amazing. Steely Wham for Prairieland Punishers, and Alita again for Chicago Style. Woo! Alita just coming right through that middle of that pack to grab lead jammer status for Chicago Style. Steely Wham trying to find some space. Takes a push to the outside and is able to get back up and get out of the pack as Alita has come into the pack on a scoring pass. Takes a little bit of a tumble, sees a space on the inside, and jukes right to that inside to grab 4 points as Steely Wham has gone to the penalty box for a track cut. So this will be a power jam for Chicago Style. Alita engaging the pack on a second scoring pass here. That pack is starting to move up. Everybody taking a little bit of a tumble. Alita getting forced to recycle. Oh, so far back. No, Alita going to the penalty box, which means this is a shenana jam with our jammers switching spots. Wait, now I'm confused. Steely Wham came out of the box, but is now going back to the box. And Alita's standing. I don't know what's happening. Okay, Alita has been released from the... Alita did not get a penalty. And Steely has to stay. Okay, never mind. Let's just forget that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Alita, keep going. Keep scoring. So is Alita still lead jammer, though? Right?
I'm not seeing an indication that we have a lead jammer at the moment.
Well, Mel, who is her ref, is not pointing lead anymore. So I'm guessing she's not lead, but I don't know why. I hope. Okay, I'm going to try to get Mel's attention to figure out what happened at the end of this. KMM said, oh no, killed it too much. She said, Alita killing it. No, killed it too much. I love that. Alita is still killing it. It's true. Keep going, Alita. She's all right. Sees that. Ooh, she saw that pretty little thing on the inside line of nobody there, but then one of the Prairieland skaters just juked to the inside. I wonder if I can get somebody's attention to tell me what the heck that was. Oh, thank you very much for the correction, Katie. I will make sure to take note of that. Okay, it is an official timeout. For those of you who are new to Derby Date Night and don't know us very well, we like to tell jokes during official timeouts, and really any time we can. Our goal is not necessarily to make you laugh. It's to make you laugh or to make you groan or, I don't know, to make you roll your eyes, something. I don't know. So you ready for it? Click.
Hit me with it.
What did the beach say when the tide came in?
I have no idea.
Long time no see.
Okay.
Why do turkeys play percussion?
Because they have drumsticks.
Yes! All right, that's just a little bit to wet your whistle there. Crash Test Bunny jamming for Prairieland Punishers and Spicy Tequila for Chicago Style. Spicy Tequila getting pushed to the outside and recycled to the back. Crash Test Bunny trying to pull that pack to the front.
Oh, big
Spicy
hit.
Tequila, yeah, taking a hit, but recovering. Crash Test Bunny is out as your lead jammer for Prairieland Punishers. Spicy Tequila is about half a track behind. Crash Test Bunny calling the jam, but not before scoring. 3 points for the Prairieland Punishers.
Still looking at a pretty low-scoring affair at the moment. Again, the defense is just really, really tight.
Yep, great defense, looking good. For those of you joining us for the first time, we do have super chats and super stickers.
Heck
If
yeah.
you want to support a skater and put something on the screen to cheer them on, then you can always donate to support our stream and to also cheer on skater of your choice. SM Claw jamming for Prairieland Punishers and Rolly Ghost for Chicago Style. SM Claw becoming lead jammer for the first time in this game. Prairieland grabbing 2 lead jammers in a row. Ooh. Saw that inside line open and took it for 4 points for Prairieland. Rolly Ghost has the star off, but was able to get through. But that is not Rolly Ghost. There was a star pass. That is, no, that is Rolly Ghost. All right, and they call it, but not before scoring. 5 points for Prairieland Punishers.
I think they faked me out on the star pass.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. One of our skaters in a corn costume just tried to like crawl under one of our cameras to get out, and it was hilarious because I just saw a corn cob crawling in front of us.
I love that corn costume.
It is the best. And there's always somebody different in it, too.
Yes.
So you can never like assume who is wearing the corn costume. For those who don't know, this tournament is in Muncie, Indiana, which is pretty much the middle of Indiana. So we really lean into the corn theme. Okay, fine. East Central Indiana. Does that make you happier? It's still middle. Central. The word central.
The eastern side of the central part of Indiana.
Yeah, see, Matt's on my side, serious. Steely Wham is jamming for the Prairieland Punishers. Cruising for a bruisin' for Chicago Style. Cruisin' is on that outside line, takes a hit and a big old rollback from... It's the Rex. Stegosaurus Rex? Stellosaurus Rex. We all know I like dinosaurs. Cruising for a bruisin' coming around on a scoring pass. Gets through on the outside. The inside was open, but Cruisin' went to the outside and got through. I love it. Steely coming through on a scoring pass, so is now scoring points. So Cruisin' is not going to call it. Oh, track cut called on somebody. Was it the jammer? Oh,
it was.
Prairieland headed to the penalty box. So this will be a power jam for Chicago Style. Cruisin' is through and calls the jam for 4 points after freezing. Who was that for Prairieland? Who's the jammer? I forget. Steely? No. Their name was just up here. I forget it. Anyway, Prairieland Punishers jammer is going to start in the box, and we'll know who they are when they put it up on the screen for me.
We get reliant on the screen to tell us what we need to know, and then we just let it leave our
and
brain.
then we don't actually use our brains to figure it out. There we go. Steely Wham is in the box for Prairieland, and Wendy Go-Go is jamming for Chicago Style. This is the 4th game in a row, so, I know, usually 2 games in a row, my mouth is already a little bit blah, blah, blah.
And we're not even halfway yet.
No, we got 15 minutes left in this half. And Wendy Go-Go is getting pulled all the way back by Kat Von Deviant, as Steely Wham is coming around on their initial, so not eligible to score points. That penalty box is kind of full of Prairieland skaters right now. Oh no, Wendy Go-Go taking a penalty and going to the box, so this will be a no lead jammer jam. And Steely Wham is, somebody pointed at Steely Wham, so Steely Wham's now lead?
It does appear that to be the case.
And there's 4 points for Steely Wham as Wendy Go-Go waits in the penalty box. And 4 more points for Steely Wham, just kind of cruising through. Wendy is out of the penalty box now as Steely Wham is coming in and looking for some more space to score some more points. Takes a hit to the inside as Wendy Go-Go is coming around.
Takes another big shot to the outside.
And Steely Wham scoring another 4 points. I mean, just really cutting into this lead. There are now only 5 points separating these two teams.
This is with the power jam up 3-on-2 in the back. Steely Wham through again.
Steely just killing it here.
And the jam will time out.
Midwest Indiegogo giving us super chat to cheer on Beatrix, who is about to B8 up the competition. Help me, click. You can say things better than I can right now.
Well, I mean, she's about to
B8 up the competition.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
No, that's good. That's
B8?
it.
B8?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Thank you so much, Midwest Indiegogo, for your super chat and handling the fact that we clearly can't speak very well right now.
Read?
Read? It's only the 4th game of 12. Yeah, let's see some penalties, Sirius. Let's see where we're at right now. Also, thanks, Midwest Indiegogo. That was your first super chat, so I want to celebrate you for figuring it out, because it is difficult to sometimes figure those super chats out. Pretty low with Prairieland, although actually, no, maybe not. 3 penalties. If you were to, if you have 3 penalties in the first half of the first game, there are technically 4 quarters, so that would equal 12. So they got to slow down on the penalties, because you can only get 7 before you foul out of the game. Chicago style, keeping it low, but also everybody's kind of got one. So
everybody's participating.
Everybody is sharing in the penalty love with Chicago style. Do you know that Chicago style is named Chicago style because of pizza? That's why you're seeing all the pizzas in the chat.
I mean, I assumed.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I assumed. And every time, like, I think about Chicago
style,
I think the pizza. Give me some pizza, please.
Well, you know how corn-fed, we lean into the corn?
Yeah, and they lean into
the pizza. Yeah.
As they should.
Which I respect because I'm a cheese person, as
Same.
we all know.
Same, yeah.
Beatrix, there you go. Oh my gosh. Midwest Indiegogo, you must have known something was about to happen because Beatrix is now lead jammer. And coming in on a scoring pass, Wendy Gogo is also jamming for Chicago style. I think she still has a star on her head. Just some whistles. Everybody was trying to figure out who is supposed to go to the penalty box on that one. Wendy Gogo is out of the pack, but Beatrix is as well and still controlling this jam. And that jam is called, but not before Prairieland takes the lead. Do I get to hit the button for lead change? Serious? Give me my button. Listen to this. Listen to this click. You like it?
I love it.
Shadow Puppet Man sending us some vibes.
See, I've been sitting on
that.
I've been sitting trackside all day, so I haven't been able to listen to the stream. So that's the first time I realized that you had sound effects for lead change.
This is
and
new.
I love that.
This is new. All right. Well, thank you so much, Shadow Puppet Man, for supporting our stream and sending us some vibes. I like it when people just send some good vibes our way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat for supporting Derby Date Night today. This is a big weekend for Derby Date Night. It's a big weekend for all the skaters. So thank you for all the support you guys are showing by joining us on the stream.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do so. We were so close to 700 during the last game, so I'm hoping we can maybe get there during this game. Oh, we're at 699.
Oh, we are one away. One of you that has not subscribed yet, come on. Come on.
We're hoping to get to 1,000. Because I think
we could do it.
I think there's cool stuff we can do when we get to 1,000. I don't know.
I think we can do it.
We're still in a timeout. I'm having so much fun talking with you, Click. I'm not even sure. Usually we do what's called Speculation Corner, where we speculate.
Yeah.
And I'm just having too much fun. I have no idea what they're talking about. No, they haven't done 5 seconds yet. That first whistle was a 30-second, and now there goes the 5 seconds. Who do we have? Alita jamming for Chicago style, but that lead jammer is going to SM Claw from Prairieland. Oh, this game is going to stress me out. I can already tell. SM Claw finds his face on the inside to grab 4 more points for Prairieland Punishers. Alita out and is about a quarter track behind SM Claw. These two jammers are going to race their way to the pack. Let's see if SM Claw is going to call it or let it go. And SM Claw is going to call it, but not before scoring another few points. Looks like 8 points scored to Chicago's 1.
SM Claw, she is really exciting to watch.
Yes, very aware.
Yes.
Too, like really. And I was going to say I don't remember SM Claw from last year, but Prairieland Punishers did not play in this tournament.
No, they were not in the tournament.
I have never seen Prairieland, so that's why I would not recognize SM Claw. Debbie says, how do you subscribe? If you are logged into YouTube, so like you sometimes have to log in with like Google or something, then there should be a button when you go to the Derby Date Night page where you can click subscribe. But you have to be logged in order to click that button. Spicy Tequila jamming for Chicago Style and Crash Test Bunny for Prairieland Punishers. Crash Test Bunny pulling that pack apart and forcing the Chicago blockers to let them go. Crash Test Bunny coming around. On a scoring pass right now, Spicy Tequila. Hey, guess what? Click, we're at 7:02 now.
Hey!
Hey, thanks, y'all. I love the chat. Crash Test Bunny coming around on a second scoring pass. Spicy Tequila is having the same problem I used to have. I can't see because she's a little bit short, like I am.
Mm-hmm.
I respect to the shorties because I'm one of them, but it's hard to see.
Yeah,
oh, she's almost out. She's out. Nope. Almost. Ooh, Prairieland is doing a great job recycling to the front.
Yes.
Okay, Spicy Tequila is now out. Crash Test Bunny coming in on a third scoring pass. Sorry, were you going to say something? So much action. Oh, Shadow Puppet Man. Do you know one of my favorite things in the world is alliteration?
Yes. I mean, isn't it everybody's favorite thing? It's my favorite thing.
Alliteration is so awesome. Like, I mean, Derby Date Night, like,
yeah.
I could put alliteration everywhere. Shadow Puppet Man, amazing announcers, articulating awesomeness.
Now say that 5 times fast.
Do you really want me to try?
No. You need to save some of it for the rest of the weekend.
And KMM saying, you can do it, Spicy. Popping up on the chat here with your super chat. Spicy getting a good old shout out.
Well, we go snuck through there on the outside.
Right. Michael says, for all the penalty and lineup information, thank your e-penalty lineup trackers. That job is not easy to do. Yes, Michael Kwan, Bruise Guy and Crash Bandioops. That is something that we have implemented with Derby Date Night on some of our games over the past few months, and it has been amazing. I like to NSO also, and so being able to use e-penalty has been just wonderful. Rolly Ghost coming through with another, is that 8 points total, or is that,
yes.
Yep, 8 points total. So Chicago Style is coming back here and saying, wait, we're not going to let you just run away here, Prairieland Punishers.
Yeah, I get the feeling this entire game is going to stay really tight.
I think so
throughout.
too. These teams seem really well matched. Rolly Ghost taking a push to the inside, being forced to recycle, while Beatrix is coming around on a scoring pass. Looks like Rolly is not going to call it, so we're going to be having some both
cut.
jammers. Oh, did you see a track cut? Oh, no. All right, Beatrix headed to the penalty box, so this is a power jam for Chicago Style. Great opportunity here, 40 seconds that Rolly Ghost and Chicago Style will have to try and score points to cut into this lead with only about 8.5 minutes left in this first half. Daisy says, shorties make up for not seeing well by being able to dip down super low. True. Also, shorties, like myself, because Daisy, you are one of my former pod mates. We used to skate together. And there were some fun things that you can do when you have one taller person and one shorter person together in a pack. Always fun.
That Prairieland wall is at it again.
Right?
They couldn't capitalize on that power jam at all.
Rolly had that opportunity, and Prairieland is going to be tough to get through, I think, all day long. Sirius spilled his coffee after yelling. He is always yelling at me because he thinks that I can't control my drinks, and he was trying to take care of it without me noticing.
Wow.
I saw Sirius. I saw you spill your drink. Beatrix jamming for Prairieland Punishers, and Cruisin' for a Baroozin' is for Chicago Style. Beatrix did get frozen in the penalty box after that last jam, so is just coming out right now. Cruisin' for a Baroozin' trying to take advantage of this power jam, but again, Click, like you were saying, that Prairieland wall is hard to get through.
Yeah.
But Cruisin' is there and is out as lead jammer for Chicago Style.
Even when they don't
Beatrix.
put a full stop on, they are slowing them down.
They really are.
significantly.
Yeah, that Prairieland wall. Oh no, Beatrix has a penalty. It looks like a track cut for Beatrix, so this will be another power jam for Chicago Style. So they get to try again with this really strong Prairieland wall. Jennifer, will stats be posted, flat track stats? I do believe that these games, they're not, this is a B-level tournament, so these are not, WIFTA competitive type games, but I believe these teams will have stats posted on flat track. Or you can just email me and I'll find out what they are. Right? Serious? I'm just volunteering to do work that I don't even know if I have access to.
I was like, wow, that's a bold move, Cotton.
I know people. Okay, just for that, you can come back anytime and
Thank
announce
you.
with me.
Thank you.
Just for that, right there. Okay, did Chicago Style take the lead? No, I need a tie sound. What sound do you make for a tie? Where's the?
I don't have any idea.
Is this the golf clap one? Is this? What's that? There it is. That's too calm for a tie.
That's way too calm for a tie. It needs to be an eruption type applause.
I just keep looking at Sirius and I'm almost hitting buttons and he's like, stop it. This is what happens when I'm not the technical one. Okay, SM Claw for Prairieland Punishers, but Alita coming out with that lead jammer status. Alita is going to have to run, though, because SM Claw is behind them and is going to try to make this very difficult as the pack is more slowing down. So Alita entering the pack, SM Claw entering the pack right after them. Both jammers in the pack. Alita calling it. I don't know who got what points. Prairieland got 4. Chicago got 2. That would be a lead change. He's already irritated with it. We asked the chat in the last game what's a better sound for a lead change, and I don't
think there is one. Sorry, Sirius.
Eric, you are correct. Rooting for both teams that the Chicago Style logo is the best. It's just pizza. But I'm still rooting for Prairieland Punishers because like corn and the prairie. So I don't know. This is just gonna be a freaking close game. Can they both win?
As someone who does a lot of graphic design work and artistic creation, logos go a long way in my book, and Chicago Style's logo is fantastic.
It is pretty darn cool. Wendy Gogo is lead jammer for Chicago Style. Steely Wham jamming for Prairieland. And Mist West Indigo is really rooting for Prairieland Punishers and saying, come on, you guys got this. Wendy Gogo just got to get past one more Punishers blocker, is able to do so for 4 points for Chicago Style, bringing them the lead.
Oh, man.
Sirius keeps hitting me every time I hit the button.
I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of that conversation. I'm just here to talk about the bout. That's what
And this is pretty fantastic so far. Yeah, talking about sound effect, like we could argue. Did you know that when Sirius and I met, our first conversation was an argument?
I would absolutely believe it.
Yeah.
I would totally believe it.
Yeah, it was. He sat in my seat in the back of the bus. We were in high school. Just to clarify.
Wow.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him say it wasn't your seat? Clearly, we're still having the fight.
Clearly, that's the wrong answer.
Crash Test Bunny is lead jammer for Prairieland Punishers. No, Katz is lead jammer for Chicago Style. I need to not look at my screen and just look at what's actually happening in front of me. Katz. Oh, she just did a shark motion with her hand. I think a shark motion is like a signal. Sharks. So that's the... Okay, whatever they're doing, it's sharks. But Crash Test Bunny is in the penalty box, so this is a power jam for Chicago Style.
You need a sound effect for Power Jam.
Right?
I don't know. The air horn might be right for Power Jam, too.
I think Sirius and I are going to have fun going through. Ooh. Cats is out for 4 points for Chicago Style. I won't hit any. See, that could have used a sound effect. It sounded so important, and there was nothing after it. It was just like, spicy lead again. Nurse Ratchet is now. Wait. Nurse Ratchet is now jamming for Prairieland Punishers? When did that happen? Oh, and just coming through. Just easy. Getting out of the pack. Just like that. Just a little push and making it look easy. It is not easy, but she's making it look easy. Internet is trash, says I fully support sound effects. I love that username.
I support it because it's true.
See, the problem is I'm a person who likes to go extra, so at some point we're going to have like 50 sound effects, and everybody is going to be like, okay, this needs to stop. So we'll have to.
Eventually, you turn into the Morning Zoo radio shows.
We only have 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this first half.
Wow.
I know, it
and
looks
it's a
like
2-point game.
Right? Prairieland has taken the lead again. And a timeout. Ooh, timeout. That means jokes. Timeouts means jokes. Nikki suggests using a wolf whistle for a power jam. What's the wolf? Like, oh. What's a wolf whistle?
Like
sound
a howl?
Like a howl.
I don't know.
Use the cash register cha-ching for a tie game, since we are definitely getting our money's worth. Eric. Yeah. That's it. We're writing it down. We're going to find the cash register for the tie. Tell me where to send the check. It's amazing. Okay, jokes. Where are they? There are only 2 things I don't eat for breakfast.
What's that?
Lunch and dinner.
I didn't actually know where that was going to go.
Yeah, you never know with these. I adopted a dog from a blacksmith. As soon as I brought him home, he made a bolt for the door. Nikki Tricky Savvy, weet woot, that whistle. Weet woot. I'm thinking about the Despicable Me minions with the red alarm on their heads, the wee woo wee woo.
Oh,
Yeah. Tasha, Doom, Cats, and Stoner. Is that the Prairieland, or is that the Chicago Powerball? Wait. Yeah, that's the Chicago style Powerball.
Yeah, both teams today. Their defensive play has been fantastic. The walls that they've been putting up have been insane. Mm-hmm. Just look at the score. Right?
And we only have a minute left in this first half before we take a break. And I don't want to take a break. I want to keep going. SM Claw, lead jammer. Spicy Tequila is getting out about half a track behind. SM Claw coming around. Going to be trying to score some points here. Getting through for those 4 points. Spicy Tequila, ooh. Little bit of a pile up there of everybody. SM Claw coming around. Spicy Tequila is through for 4 points of their own. SM Claw continuing to just run this jam. I think might run it all the way down to the end. Spicy Tequila is getting a little bit stuck in the pack as SM Claws come around for 12 total points. Spicy Tequila scoring points of their own, though. Hey Man says, loving the announcers. Great job. Awesome jokes. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hey Man.
We appreciate it. Spicy Tequila is working hard. These Prairieland blockers making it difficult. I'm rooting for, and then SM Claw just sailing through right there. How does SM Claw find the spaces?
Every single time.
Because these blockers are doing such an amazing job. I think we've got a ref here to tell us a little bit of something happening, so give me just a second. And we are at period time, which means this will be the last jam of the half. SM Claw continuing to build on this lead, while Spicy Tequila still struggling to get out of that pack. SM Claw coming through for another 4 points with 12 seconds left in this jam. 4 seconds left. SM Claus, my mom. Sierra Thomas, your mom is doing an amazing job. And I don't mean that in a your mom joke way. Oh, the referee who was here to tell us stuff, he left.
No, he just left.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
We'll find out later.
It's cool.
I feel bad. All right, with that brings us to intermission. So glad to have you here, Click. I was planning on asking all sorts of questions about, you doing photography for Derby, but we were too busy watching this great game.
Yeah, well, hey, we've got a whole second half to talk. It'll
That's
be great.
True. All right, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to Derby Date Night Tournament Edition, where I push button and Sirius says, "What are you doing, Aria?" So, sorry, Sirius, I'm putting images over images here. So, Wallace Shoe Zero giving us super chat. Thank you so much, and wanting us to shout out San10, who is making it rain cats and jammers.
Hey.
Thanks so much for your support. Loved that last jam, and it was so close. It was like 2 points the whole entire first half, and then right at the end there, Prairieland Punishers was like, you know what? We're just going to get a whole bunch of points to like take that lead at the end of the first half.
That's a lot of momentum that they're going to be taking into the second half.
It is.
And that's a crucial thing to do right there at the end, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can maintain that.
Exactly. Well, like with the last game that we watched, the teams that came out of the locker room after the second half were completely different teams.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see if that's the case here. All right, Sirius, show us some penalties. Where are we at? Yeah, now I told you I wanted the penalties. Thank you. Prairieland Punishers keeping it pretty low, but a few skaters with 3. Again, as a reminder, you can't, if you get 7, you end up fouling out, so we try to kind of watch those penalties. And Chicago Style, they're just spreading it all over their pizza, putting some toppings, giving everybody a little piece of the pie.
It's an even layer.
It's an even layer.
I like it.
Yes. You don't like your pizza to be uneven, so Chicago Style keeping it real there. All right, we are getting ready to start the second half. I'm so excited. These teams are so well matched.
Yeah.
Alita jamming for Chicago Style,
Oh.
and SM Claw jamming for Prairieland, and everybody falling down right at the beginning. SM Claw grabbing that lead jammer status for Prairieland, but Alita is not going to let that stand for long. Alita is going to be chasing SM Claw down. SM Claw approaching the pack, trying to find some space on the inside, dashes up on her toe stops, and scores 4 points for Prairieland to start the second half.
That was smooth.
Wasn't that nice?
I like that. I liked it. We need like hey, Sirius, we need a good camera shot. Right on the ground.
On the ground. Ooh, of toe stops?
Of the toe stops like that.
Yep. Sirius, we have 4 cameras. Can we have 8 cameras instead of 4 cameras?
I'm trying to spend all of Sirius's money.
He said if the chat buys me cameras.
There you go.
Well, look at that. We just got a super chat,
Hey!
so they are starting to do it. CSRD pizza. Let me grab that chat so we can feature it. Oh, look how good that looked. Hey, where'd it go? There it is. Hey, Sirius! Stop making it. What do you mean that's all me? Okay, I'm done. I don't know what I'm doing. Beatrix is lead jammer for Prairieland. Rolly Ghost jamming for Chicago Style. And Shadow Puppet Man supporting us with some CSRD pizza. My favorite kind, too, pepperoni.
Rolly Ghost has the star off.
And that pivot. Look at
And
that
there's the
pivot
pass.
pass right there. To number 4 is Oblivia, who is now jamming for Chicago Style. Beatrix, in the meantime, has hit the century mark for Prairieland Punishers. All right, Sirius, do we have enough to buy 4 new cameras now?
I was just talking to Sirius earlier today about cameras, and I'm just sitting here trying to bait him into buying some new ones.
Mm-hmm. He
welcome.
always is. Like, that's the only thing he ever wants to buy is tech. And I'm like, let's go on a trip. No, he wants more technology. All right, Chicago Style really wanting to get a lead jammer here. And they're going to. Look at that beautiful little, just finding that space on the inside line. Cruising for a bruising is lead jammer.
There too.
And there was a star pass for Prairieland, so Nurse Ratchet now jamming for Prairieland. I really like that name too.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good callback. Cruising for a bruising, getting stuck in that Prairieland wall, and notices that Ratchet is coming up and calls the jam. Both jammers were able to score points there, it looks like. 2 for Chicago Style. I think at least 1 for Prairieland.
Oh, there we go.
Another way you can support Derby Date Night is through memberships. We are launching them for the first time this weekend. We have memberships at lots of different levels, $2, $5, $10, and you can get special badges and emojis. And just this weekend, for someone who joins and becomes a member, we will be giving away a Smalltown Smackdown t-shirt to that person. Not to everyone, no, but to one person.
One lucky.
We have one shirt. You can't all share it. It'll only go to one member. But if you guys want to pass it around yourselves, I mean, you know, they are our team technically. Wendy Gogo is lead jammer for Chicago Style. The star has been passed to Rough Tough Clough on Prairieland Punishers. Wendy Gogo is calling it, hoping that they were able to score points before Prairieland was able to score any. And it looks like they did get a point or 2. 4. That's more than 2.
That is, in fact, more. In fact, I think it's double.
It is. Math
I
is
don't math real well, but I think it's double.
Yeah. I don't like it when the scores get like this far apart and they're not the same number at the end.
It's hard to tell you how many points are in between. Yeah, no, I guess.
Yeah.
So it looks like 27.
It does. It looks like 27
That was
right
an
now.
easy one.
That's whenever there's a 0 at the bottom of one, always fun.
And there's Claw once again taking the lead.
SM Claw. Like really, seriously, a clinic with SM Claw. Dylan Davidson with a super chat for Beatrix. Love Dylan and Scarlett. Thank you so much. And that was a first super chat for Dylan Davidson. Congratulations on your very first super chat. They're so fun. SM Claw getting stuck behind these Chicago blockers. It's everybody's defensive here. SM Claw is through. Spicy Tequila jamming for Chicago Style. Taking a second to get up as she's recovering. SM Claw is through for another 4 points.
And SM Claw picks up 4 additional points and calls the jam. Prairieland Punishers lead now by 115 to 80.
8 more points for Prairieland Punishers in that jam. Prairieland is coming out swinging in the second half. See, if I were Chicago, I would probably call a timeout right now.
It kind of feels like it might be a worthwhile time to do that.
Just to slow down the momentum.
Yeah, and again, it's that momentum I talked about coming out of the first half. It appears that it's carrying over pretty well. Well,
whoa, Alita coming out swinging. Chicago Style. Alita just was like, you know what? No, I am gonna get lead jammer. Whether you no, this is what's happening. This is what I'm doing.
I spoke too soon.
We both sure did. Alita has come to play, and there you go. 4 points for Chicago Style.
That was impressive.
I think Chicago was just like they somehow heard us, and they were like, Shh, stop talking Derby Date Night. We got this. As Beatrix is headed to the penalty box, so this is now a power jam for Chicago Style. Oh my goodness, Alita threw for 4 more points for Chicago Style.
Untouched.
Nice job. Yeah, the crowd is getting loud again. Alita approaching the pack again on another, getting hit to the outside by the Prairieland Punishers tripod. Alita trying to find space on the inside line. Looks behind them and sees a blocker coming, but not Beatrix. Beatrix is standing, but is now just released from the penalty box. Alita is just scored another 4 points, bringing their total to 92. Chicago Style's not going to make this easy.
No.
They are not.
Look at that.
Right? Look at those walls. Penalty on somebody. I heard a whistle. Beatrix is through, but that was an initial, so no points were scored there. Alita notices and calls the jam. That was a 15-point jam for Chicago.
That was a big jam for Chicago.
It was. Hey, look. The numbers are the same at the end, so it's easy. How many points between them?
Well, that's 20.
That is 20.
Although for some reason that felt harder than the last time.
It was because I put you on the spot.
You did? Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to see my report cards from high school in my math classes. That's all I'm saying.
You wouldn't want to see my penmanship report cards. I don't think they grade you in penmanship
I don't think they graded me on penmanship.
No, I got C's in penmanship forever and always.
Wow.
My handwriting is horrible. Crash Test Bunny is lead jammer for Prairieland. Rolly Ghost jamming for Chicago Style. Crash Test Bunny racing around. But Rolly Ghost is out and only about half a track behind. Rolly Ghost coming in. Crash Test Bunny is still lead, but it looks like Crash Test Bunny is going to let Rolly Ghost try and score some points, and Rolly Ghost just scored 4, but so did Crash Test Bunny. And Crash Test Bunny is calling the jam, so that will be an even jam, 4-4. But Chicago Style's now at 99.
The numbers are the same. Now,
Yes.
How many points is it?
Still 20. It was easy because it's the same answer as. So when you're photographing roller derby,
Yeah.
what are the types of things that you are looking for? Like what gets you the best shots?
Obviously one of the things I'm always looking for is a nice apex jump.
Mm-hmm.
And you can usually tell when there's a good chance of it happening when you've got a good bunch of skaters right in the corner that are kind of blocking any way of getting around. And depending on who the jammer is, some jammers are more prone to do it than others. But you can kind of see when they start loading up.
Yeah.
And I'm usually pretty excited when I see that because I know I'm going to be able to get at least something decent out of that. I actually almost had one earlier in the last bout. Unfortunately, as soon as I took the shot, a referee crossed in the path.
Oh, dang it. I hate
So I've
that.
got a great referee butt shot with an apex jump in the back.
Oh, and I'm sure you get that a lot. Steely Wham was lead jammer, but went to the penalty box for Prairieland Punishers. So Cruising for a Bruisin' and Chicago Style now have a power jam. Shadow Puppet Man, hello, jam. I'm calling it off, but I'm cha. Love it. Oh, no. And a penalty on Cruising for a Bruisin', a track cut. So now Steely Wham will come out, and we've got 51 seconds left. And oh, no, wait. Steely Wham just got another penalty for another track cut. So now we're going to, this is like a double Shenana Jam. Circle City named it Shenana Jams whenever we switch jammers. So Shenana Jam times 2. But this was always my favorite part as a blocker because this was when I didn't have to do anything. Just great.
There have been a couple of times today where there have been some interesting face-offs where everybody just stopped.
Yes.
And I was like, well, this is new. I like it.
Yeah, that's a new thing. When jammers hit other jammers out, it's been the thing lately to take them back and then you start just going backwards. But what I'm noticing is the second jammer, the one who gets hit out, is starting to just stay still.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I'm not going to follow. Interesting.
I will not play your game.
All right. That pack got real tangled up at the end there, but Steely Wham was able to get out of the penalty box, so the penalty box is now empty, so we will start this next jam with everybody. Michael Kwan says X for illegal entry.
Do we call that an all skate?
All skate. All right, SM Claw again for Prairieland Punishers and Cruising for a Bruisin' for Chicago Style. We've seen a lot of these two jammers. Yeah. Ooh, SM Claw taking a little bit of a, Okay, good. I was worried that SM Claw got called in the penalty. I was like, no, SM Claw was trying really hard to get now SM Claw is the lead jammer.
That's one of the things I'm still, I've been doing this for 13 years and I'm
No,
still.
there is a penalty Forearm. Oh, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
I did not.
No. So what are you still trying to learn?
On the track cut, sometimes there's a little bit more leniency than others, and it's like, trying to work out exactly when they have to make that call and make that decision.
I think it's if you are making an effort, like, to get out and
Sure.
actually get behind, as opposed to just like ignoring. Like, I think intention might have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, sure.
Cruising for a Bruisin' is through and is lead jammer for Chicago Style. Oh, right now the math is not good. Don't try to do the math. We'll do it at the end of the
14.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You're right. You're laughing because I just used my fingers to
Yeah,
count.
I did. Yeah.
You kind of called me out there.
I didn't say a word.
This happens when I play Dungeons and Dragons too. I'm always like, all of the people I play with also, like, they're like, we see you using your fingers, like, literally.
And?
Yeah, exactly. It's still it works. I'm counting that way. All right, I can do this one. 12. There's 12 points between these two teams. It's getting a little hot.
I didn't know I was going to get tested on math when I came to announce for Derby Day.
It is the most math-intensive job, announcing roller derby. You wouldn't think, but I think we talk about math every single game.
I believe it.
There's a lot of math, a lot more math than you would expect. All right, Wendy Go-Go for Chicago Style, but Crash Test Bunny is the one who gets lead jammer for Prairieland Punishers. Wendy Go-Go is going to come out about half a track behind, though. And these jammers are going to race. Crash Test Bunny is on a scoring pass. Wendy Go-Go is as well. Crash Test Bunny sees Wendy Go-Go coming and calls the jam. Nobody is going to score any points in that one.
Bunny had a lot of hustle on that lap around.
Some jammers are so fast. And I love how they all have like different strides and different styles and the way they approach things. Tara, X is cut track. Yes, that's what my Sirius made me a cheat sheet for Mother's Day. It was a present. Isn't that a romantic present? He got me a laminated cheat sheet for penalties. Spicy Tequila grabbing lead jammer for Chicago Style. I love saying Spicy Tequila. Like, it's just a fun.
It's great.
Such a fun name to say. And I like the way that the T and the apostrophe.
Yes.
Spicy Tequila. Beatrix is jamming for Prairieland Punishers. We're halfway through this second half, and Chicago Style is really working on cutting into that lead. Star has been passed, but they're headed to the box. Nurse Ratchet is going to be going to the box as the jammer for Prairieland. So this is a Chicago Style power jam for Spicy Tequila and the rest of the team. Oh, the chat is excited about Spicy. Do you know what I brought today? Spicy pickle chips. No, they're so good. I got a big old bag at Costco. Have you had them?
No.
You don't like pickles, do you?
I loathe pickles.
Really?
I loathe them.
They just taste a little dill. Spicy getting 4 points right there. Like anything pickle?
Yes.
Walt Disney World had a pickle milkshake.
A cucumber is too close, is what I'm saying.
Well, Sirius said, because he doesn't like cucumber at all. But you don't like pickles either, do you, Sirius? I'm not in good company here.
We have a couple of skaters for Cornfed that when we do
Love pickles.
When we do team headshots every year, they like to bring a jar of pickles and pull them out when I'm taking their portraits, just to get under my skin. And every time it works.
It's also because they love pickles.
Yeah, well, that's
they really
true.
do. Click, look at the score.
It is a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen.
Which
Holy
means
cow.
I can't hit the button yet.
No, you can't.
I can't hit the lead change button. Tara, I skated with Spicy over the winter for Owls that Blues Brother hosted. She's so sweet and has such tenacity. Oh, Tara, that's so sweet. Now, owls, like Harry Potter owls? Why is that the first thing I thought? That's their tests in Harry Potter. That's their exams, the owls. Look at Alita go.
Alita has really come out the second half with some fire.
Crash Test Bunny is the lead jammer, according to the scoreboard. And to Melody. Crash Test Bunny decides to call it. Alita has come out like just, this is what I'm doing.
Guns blazing, and it's really impressive.
I'm so excited and nervous. I have lots of feelings. This is only the 4th game of 12. Oh, off-season Winter League. That is not as much fun, Tara. I am officially calling, you can just let the Bruise Brothers know that Aria from Derby Date Night has decided that it's now called the Owls. And it doesn't have to be Harry Potter related, just birds. I've lost it. It's okay. Rolly Ghost jamming 4, Chicago Style, and SM Claw for Prairieland Punishers.
And there
SM
she
Claw.
goes.
SM Claw is so calm.
Yeah.
Like there's no, like you can't see
Effortless.
a difference between, like she doesn't seem like there's a lot of effort. Like, Rolly Ghost getting recycled to the back. SM Claw coming through. I mean, you know that SM Claw is working incredibly hard, but it looks just like, okay, looks like, just a little taking a stroll. I will let them know, Tara says. I have no authority over anything, but as you all know who have watched Derby Date Night, I like to claim, I gave people points earlier. What else was I? I give myself awards all the time. Birds. Hell yeah, Claw, Dylan says. A little bit of a tangle up at the front of the pack there with Rolly Ghost, who is almost out of the pack. SM Claw continuing to just score points here.
We're up to 12.
Yep. If y'all notice, as Tara is talking, she has a special little wheel next to her name, and her name is green. That's because she is a member of Derby Date Night, and we have Practice Squad, Charter Team, and All-Stars. And our members get lots of special perks. And if you become a member this weekend, you will be eligible for a drawing for a free Smalltown Smackdown t-shirt. SM Claw decides to call the jam, but that was a decisive jam from Prairieland Punishers.
16-4. That's going to put a dent.
Yeah, it is. Are you trying to do the math?
No,
13.
I wasn't. I actually wasn't.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yes, that was quick. And Tara is also using one of our Derby Date Night exclusive emojis, Derby Love. Sirius told me that once we get 8 members, we'll be able to add new emojis too. Yeah. We've had some suggestions from the chat of what new emojis we should have.
That is precious. I love that.
1 away. Sirius says we're 1 away. We get one more member, and we can make new emojis. Oh, Tara and Daisy, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. Cruising for a bruising, getting lead jammer for Chicago Style. Nobody's going to make this easy.
No.
We're cruising. Okay, here's cruising. Enter in the pack. Crash Test Bunny jamming for Prairieland. Has the star on and is out of the pack. Cruising for a bruising is on a scoring pass. Has scored 4 points. Looks behind her. Sees Crash Test Bunny coming and calls the jam. There we are. Tara is demonstrating all 4. So there is a DDN, a Derby Love, Joke Alert, and
an OPE. I love the OPE. There's nothing more Indiana than OPE.
Right. Well, you should have been around when Sirius and I were making these because I kept asking for things that cannot be put in that small of a space. And I was like, no, can you do this? Oh, Michael Kwan is wondering if anybody's fouling out because that's when you get to drink. Although not these skaters because they got more games. And if you got another game today, you got to get focused and ready. Prairieland Punishers have lead. Wendy Gogo is jamming for Chicago Style, and who is that? I can't see the number. Beatrix for Prairieland Punishers. Everybody falling down. Beatrix taking a hit to the outside. Wendy Gogo still trying to get through. Beatrix, I think it's on a scoring pass right now. Yeah. Wendy Gogo is getting pulled back, but also needs to fix her skate. Got to make sure you can skate. That's important.
It makes a difference.
With 8 minutes left in this period, it's still anybody's game.
Yeah.
All right, Wendy Gogo almost out. That jam ends. I think Prairieland Punishers had a few points in the hopper there. You showing me penalties, Sirius? All right. Okay, we did have a foul out. You were right, Michael. Kat Von Deviant did foul out, and we've got a couple players sitting on 5 penalties. And Chicago style, every single person has at least one, and I love that. So
Again,
much.
you need a nice even layer.
They're working as a team,
Yes.
which I love. SM Claw, lead jammer for Prairieland Punishers. Tara saying, this ref crew has loads of experience. Let's
Yes.
go. Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
really
do.
do. You know what? I'm going to feature that one, Tara, because I would like to shout the ref crew out on our stream. Oh, and look at your beautiful profile picture, too. All right, SM Claw coming around on a second scoring pass. While Wendy Gogo is standing in the penalty box and is now released from the penalty box. SM Claw getting pushed to the outside by Oblivia, but gets 4 more points, able to stay in bounds and avoid the track cut that Oblivia was trying to get called. Tara, I love we have access to the penalties too. It is thanks to our amazing NSOs. Mr. Bruce Guy and Crash Bandoops have helped us get this penalty tracking, and we love it. It is so helpful to us and hopefully to you guys at home too. So you can also see who's out there every jam. All right, that jam being called, Prairieland has once again pulled away
Another big one for them.
with 6 minutes left in this game. Click, I've really enjoyed having you here.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me. This has been
Since
a lot
I just
of fun.
randomly was like, hey, get on the mic with me.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I knew that this was going to be a long day, and there was going to be a lot of photos that I was going to need to take. And I thought, hey, I could take a little break and come hang out with you guys.
Super fun. We love having you here. Spicy Tequila jamming for Chicago style. And I can't see the number. Spicy Tequila is lead. Crash Test Bunny has the star off for Prairieland. Might be looking for the pivot, but is the pivot there or is the pivot in the box? Oh, pivot's there. Spicy Tequila coming around on that first scoring pass. Crash Test Bunny is out and putting that star back on. Spicy Tequila on their scoring pass, trying to find some space, getting pushed to the outside and pulled back there. Who is that doing that pull back? That's Nurse Ratchet. Spicy Tequila trying to find that space. Oh, almost out, but takes a little tumble at the end and is going to be pulled back.
She had a nice little lead blocker going into turn 3 there.
Official timeout. You know what that means.
Joke time.
Anybody who's a member can use one of our special emojis to tell us what time it is.
Score stands at 154 to 133.
How much does it cost to swim with sharks?
I have no idea.
An arm and a leg.
Okay.
What did one toilet say to the other? You're laughing and I haven't even gotten to it yet.
No, I don't know.
You appear a bit flushed.
I have no words. I just have no words.
Why are most people tired on April 1st?
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with it. I got nothing.
They just finished a 31-day march. These are funny.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll finish with a classic.
Okay.
How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it. Oh, the jokes don't get any better,
That's
folks.
nasty.
Now, next time you blow your nose, you're going to be like, you're going to make a tissue dance.
I'm gonna do a little dance.
Gonna do a
When
little
I
dance,
it,
do a little boogie. That had toilet jokes and boogie jokes. Booger. I don't even. I'm gonna change the topic. We're gonna talk about. Oh, we're still in an official timeout.
Oh, yes.
I was hoping I could be like, and here they go. Nope.
Just kidding.
We could talk more about photography though.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so what is the funniest thing that's happened to you while doing roller derby?
Oh, wow.
No pressure. I didn't even warm up into that
The
one.
funniest thing?
Yeah, or just a funny situation that happened while you were taking photos.
I mean, I obviously sitting trackside for every bout. I have had a couple people land in my lap or close to it. and give me a nice little fright, as it were.
Yeah, especially with your equipment, too. You're probably a little bit concerned, too.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, Steely Wham jamming for Prairieland and Alita for Chicago Style. Alita is lead jammer for Chicago Style. And Steely Wham is headed to the penalty box, so this will be a power jam for Chicago. Wait, Steely Wham came back and took the star off. So not headed to the penalty box. Steely Wham is trying really hard to give the star to the pivot. Okay, it did happen. Pivot has the star and has it on. Alita is in the pack on a scoring pass right now. Rough Tough Cluff is the pivot who took that star but was not able to score any points. And Alita was able to grab 4. And now it's time for another official timeout. Under 5 minutes left in this game.
Wow. This game has really flown by.
It really has. It's been fast. It's been like lead change after lead change.
Yeah.
For the most part, Prairieland has been commanding this game, but every time they try to start running away with it, Chicago comes right back at them.
Yeah. They don't get to run away for very long. And keep in mind, guys, this is still anybody's game.
Michael, P.S. I'm putting this on the. I'm going to feature this one. PSA: if you're sitting trackside, the skater lands in your lap, you are required to give them back. You didn't just win them. It's not a door prize.
Touche.
The skater.
That's really funny.
That's a good point. Yeah, you can't just keep them.
I like that.
If you have not, oh look, it's a relaxation circle, and then there's a little wiggle at the bottom. Did you notice that?
I did notice that. Yeah.
Say up, down, and a little wiggle, and back to Derby. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. We are not only doing this tournament, but we do a lot of other stuff, and you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram to see our schedule and find out where we're going to be next. SM Claw, your lead jammer for Prairieland Punishers. Rolly Ghost right behind SM Claw, but Rolly Ghost I think is still on initial. Rolly Ghost did just score 4 points, but SM Claw did too. A hey man loves the quote, roller derby saved my soul, but broke some bones. Yeah, roller derby did that to me. I only broke 1 bone, but it was a big
one.
It was a big one. Yeah. Well, they say tib. No, it was both. It was both tib and fib. Yeah.
Okay.
One of them snapped and the other one cracked.
Oh.
And then they just moved out of position. Okay.
I just got a shiver down my spine.
We need to not talk about injuries because we'll jinx things. So we like for people to play derby and to not get injured. Cruising for a Bruisin' is lead jammer for Chicago Style. Told you they're not going to make it easy
Chicago's
for Prairieland.
not giving up.
Rough Tough Cluff has taken the star for Prairieland as Cruising for a Bruisin' is coming around on their first scoring pass. This pack is speeding up a little. Here comes Rough Tough Cluff speeding around. I mean, for a pivot turned jammer, and I think Rough Tough Cluff just got quite a few points.
Yeah.
I love it when pivots get points. Can you tell I was a pivot? I root for pivots more than anything else. It's true. Daisy remembers that day. Oh, yeah. I thought I was fine, and I hopped into the minute clinic, and they were like, go to the hospital. And then I had surgery that day. They were like, why are you at the urgent care? I'm like, it might just be, it's just fine. And they're like, just go. Chicago Style, Alita is lead jammer. Beatrix jamming for Prairieland Punishers. And about quarter track behind Alita, who is determined. I just love the determined look on their face. Just like, I'm doing this.
So much speed.
Beatrix getting held in the back there by Chicago.
Chicago doing a great job.
Alita is through for 4 points with less than 2 minutes left in this game. Beatrix also through for 4 points. Alita, dashing up that inside line, but getting tripped at the end and takes a little bit of a tumble and, had such good momentum going. Tara loves pivot points, too. Michael says, just walk it off. You'll be fine. That's exactly how I treated my completely broken leg. I was like, I'm fine.
Rub some dirt on it.
I remember asking the surgeon, what if I don't have surgery? And he was like, Alita! Oh, look at that. Did you see that smile on Alita's face? They were like, yeah, I know that was good. 4 more points. Beatrix is just answering the points with points, though. 1 minute left in this game. KMM is just doing everything they can to help send all the good pizza and heart vibes. Keep powering through, because this is only a 9-point game with less than a minute left.
It was a 14-8 jam there. Chicago style not giving up by any stretch as we enter the last minute.
Right? Whew. Okay, deep breaths. I think Prairieland is taking deep breaths too. I'm gonna do their deep breaths. This is why we don't have a camera on us, because I look ridiculous right now. Thank you, KMM, for your super chat. We appreciate it, and hopefully your good juju will help out Chicago style.
And SM Claw.
But SM Claw is going to shut that door down. SM Claw is just so fun to watch. But Chicago style is not given up yet. Rolly Ghost has the star in hand. Has done a star pass to Oblivia, who is through. Where did SM Claw go? What's going on? Oh, SM Claw's going to run out the clock. Watching the clock, waiting until the clock goes down to 0. That was smart.
It was very smart.
Smart derby right there.
They had their best jammer in place for that last jam.
Yes, they did.
And who had to get that lead jam. And run out the clock. That was smart.
That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I forgot to do the thing I always do. So if you want to shout out a skater in the chat, a lot of times these skaters watch these games afterwards and they love to hear great things from all of you. And so please definitely take it home, Claw. Dylan Davidson says, well, guess what, Dylan? Claw did. Claw took it home for Prairieland. So you are going to see Prairieland again today. Let me find out when. At 6 p.m. They will be playing. I don't remember. Sirius, can you put up the bracket? There you go. They'll be playing Bisman Bombshells at 6 p.m. But right now, I don't even know what time it is. So we're going into our first cream of the crop game, right?
Yes.
So what time is it?
I believe it's corn-fed.
All right, this is Black Diaspora and corn-fed. Ooh, this one's going to be a good one. I'm excited.
It's going to be a good game.
All right, we've got some shout-outs. Oblivia, that star looks so good on you. Go-Go's blocking in the last 2 minutes was epic. Yep. And yes, that was such a close game. These games have been wonderful, so much fun. Love having you all here in the chat. Thanks for being here, Click This.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We might have to have you here again sometime.
Hey, absolutely, anytime.
All right, we'll be back in a little while with Black Diaspora and Corn-Fed for your first cream of the crop game.